This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Atlanta as the Hawks take it to the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The Heat log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. Rubio misses. Griffin with the steal. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. From outside, off the mark. And it's Miami's ball.
Well, Chris Middleton is such a versatile scorer, and because he has the ability to put the ball down on the floor, sometimes defenders are not as willing to close out to him, but last year was in the 74th percentile in spot-up jump shots. It can be devastating for him.
Down low. Here's Gasol. Mourning with some nice D. Outside Conley. To the paint. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Pass to Rubio. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Here's Griffin, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Middleton did just that and sunk the shot despite getting roughed up a bit.
They grab their own miss. To the inside. Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Middleton. Shoots over Clarkson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Middleton's got 6. And Greg, you look at a lot of the volume dunkers over the years. Their bodies often wear down. You think of Amari Stoudemire, Antonio McDyess, even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, and I think Griffin could see the writing on the wall. He used to get over 200 dunks in a season. Now, less than half that number. But the trade-off, hopefully, will be longevity and an increased skill set.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Middleton left side. 6 on the shot clock. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Dotson. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here is Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Mourning. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Kind of an interesting year for Tristan Thompson, who saw playing time decrease. And some felt that his focus and his drive just wasn't quite the same. There was a lot of moving parts last year for Cleveland and around Tristan. Eventually he found his game late in the year, though, and was impactful in the playoffs.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Middleton on the wing. Over Lee. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 8 points. The Hawks trail it. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Harris outside. Puts it up from 7. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Chris Middleton 2 seasons ago tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
Now, here's Thomas. Down low. Here's LeVert. 2 points. That one goes. LeVert's got his first bucket in this one.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
Back to Lee. Here's Kaminsky. And Jones sends it back. Second shot opportunity. Kaminsky misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Outside Turner. And Thomas has it in the corner. It's stolen by Johnson. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Parker.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
To the middle.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Inside. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
Pretty calm in the paint there from Jabari, taking his time and getting the shot that he wanted.
Here's the 3. And down it goes just as the clock hits it. Chris Middleton has been on display for Miami. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
The Hawks trail by 5. And the Heat committing a lot of money for this hard-working bunch. Brent, how do they improve from this point on?
Now it's about player development, Kevin, taking advantage of the off-season, making sure the guys are improving upon their weaknesses and staying sharp with their strengths. They're going to have to find a few more diamonds in the rough out there to add to this roster and maybe set themselves up in free agency to lure somebody down the South Beach. And we'll see if they can do that. The front office tends to get creative in that way.
Here's LeVert. Got a hand on it. Pass to Parker. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Jones. Here's LeVert. The outside leaner. Fires the 3. And no good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. To the inside. Rebound by the Heat. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat leading by 3. Tipped away. Pass to Rubio. Here's Clarkson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Atlanta with the ball. And stolen by Thomas. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
To the paint. Clarkson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. I mean, he gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
Inside, LeVert. Good D by Rubio.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Anthony. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his three-ball shooting and his passing, really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pal Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Shoots. Middleton can't get it to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
The Heat making a switch here. Out to Anthony. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
A nice shot by Lynn.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Ah, so pretty when it's effortless like that. Blake Griffin up in the air, throwing it down, all second nature.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Lynn. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
The Hawks were super young last year, and they had all the troubles that come with youth. Inconsistency, guys trying to find out what their role is for the year. Lots of turnover problems and questionable shot selection. And now they're younger this year. So if you're a fan of the Hawks, patience is the key.
Here's LeVert. 6 points for him. Bangs home the trifecta. LeVert's got 9.
You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
And for the Hawks, those problems are things that are just part of the process, Brent, of growing this team.
Yeah, you got to really focus on positives around this rebuild. You've got a solid group of young, talented players that can really shoot the basketball. What they're going to have to do is start to take some pride on the defensive end of the floor, and they're going to have to learn what it takes to play an 82-game season with consistent effort on both ends.
Brent, last season the league cut back on timeouts. Are you hearing any other ideas of how to reduce the duration of some of these games?
There's also the idea last year where they put it into place where right after the second quarter ended, they put you on a 15-minute clock in between halftime.
It started immediately.
And I thought that that was ideal. So if you're at a game and you get to see the dog jumping through the hula hoop.
Which you love.
I love it. It's only going to last the 7 or 8 minutes before the teams come back out. And I thought last year that helped the game speed along. And I think they sped up last year, if I'm not wrong, Kevin, by about 3 minutes time.
I'm glad when you go out there and balance the dishes on your head. That's always been so fun to watch.
There's only one red panda, Kevin.
I know. Here's Griffin for the three. Miami trailing.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
The Heat have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Lynn. He has 7. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And his performance at the stripe hasn't been what I'd call outstanding in this game so far. And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Johnson at the elbow. To the middle. Pass to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D.
A big-time effort for Marc Gasol, providing a lot of energy for the Atlanta Hawks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Back to Harris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
A 3-ball. Buries it from 3-point range. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
A solid 3-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Inside, Gasol. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Stolen by Clarkson. Stolen by Michael Conley. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Atlanta calls timeout.
And you got to love just how smart of a point guard Mike Conley is. You never get the sense he is forcing anything with the ball and keeps it moving around to his teammates. Very aware of his spacing and the spacing of others while running that offense.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Hawks trail it. And Conley, who is so good with space and timing on offense, seems to always find a way to score inside.
I mean, he has that great floater to lean on for scoring. And the only thing you want from Conley is help. Has had a few too many injuries to ignore the last few seasons. This team is so visibly better when he is healthy and on the floor.
And it's Harrell missing. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Back to Rubio. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Griffin.
Wow, what a moment right there. Griffin putting on a show. He is just an awesome dunker.
Outside Conley. Up top Plumlee. To the paint. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 6 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Kaminsky with a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
And slam dunk by Harris.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
We have so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career. In the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry is still at the point guard position, does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but two of my favorites to watch.
And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Hawks trailed by 3. Down low, Kaminsky. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Brent, the Heat with an experienced front office and one of the best young coaches in the league in Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, Spo has done a remarkable job. Tremendous amount of respect around the league for the way that Eric Spoelstra goes about his business, the way he handled the title runs and all those personalities and those dynamics. He has been fantastic and will coach in Miami for as long as he wants to. The way he goes about it is pride, work, and respect for anybody that walks through those locker room doors.
Back to Lynn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, you have to admire the aggressiveness of Lynn, constantly looking to draw the foul on his shot.
The Heat making a switch here. Both free throws good from Lynn. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Kaminsky inside. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And the shot goes in.
That's a beauty from Parker there, making hard shots look incredibly easy.
Here's Lynn. That's short off the rim.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And that one's good. Parker.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Lynn. Turner trying to free himself up.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
So awesome to see Jabari Parker return to form, especially when he's rising up.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lynn. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Just not his night so far, guys.
From 11 feet away, Dotson with the rebound.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
And they double up Gasol. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Drains the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
24 seconds left to play here in the third. Lynn with it. He's got 11. Pass to Turner. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
Turner does a good job of just winding his way and burrowing to the rim. Good job finishing down low.
To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Lee with the steal. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Dotson. Out to Lee. 5 on the clock. And Marc Gasol with the 3. Gasol's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Atlanta. Harris. Got a piece of it. Lee outside. Here's the floater. Parker with no one around. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Conley.
Yeah, former 4th overall draft pick. Conley took a while to develop physically, but the mental parts have always been there.
And the first one drops.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them. A new head coach, Lloyd Pierce, is looking to bring a defensive approach to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Pierce has the resume you would want from a defensive coach. He came up in those teams in Memphis during the grit and grind time and learned some defensive techniques from Brett Brown in Philadelphia. Helped them last year on the defensive end to be a much stingier defense in the league.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I know the defense has 5 guys, but collectively they're no match for this guy. He is roasting them.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Down low. And the dunk by Mourning.
And Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Pass to Rubio. To the middle. And stolen by Mourning. On the wing, Harris. They get the rebound. Here's Harrell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Anthony.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
And that one misses. Brent, Montrezl Harrell out of Louisville came into the league as an energy player, but he can score as we're seeing in bunches.
Well, I think with starters minutes, he might give you a few 20-point nights, but mostly his impact has been huge with energy and effort coming off the bench, in constant motion around the rim, and a great finisher as well.
4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Good on the shot. 20 points for Marc Gasol.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches. And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
To the inside. And finished off by Gasol.
Ooh, and that dunk had some anger to it. I mean, usually he's content to just go up and get the finish with the soft touch.
Not that time. The big man looked like he had something to prove there.
Yeah, you love it when big guys play big. That's the reason they have all those screws up there on the rim.
It's good from long range.
Can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way. Try and crowd Carmelo as best you can. All keyed right there from the lead pass, right on the money.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And it's Rubio with the ball for Atlanta. Pass to Clarkson. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Clarkson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Griffin always plays hard in the paint. He knows he's going to have to stay gritty.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The Heat trail by 10. Conley into the lane. Good D by Gasol. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Launches it. Griffin inside. And Griffin slams it in.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Pass to Middleton. Stolen by Clarkson. Here's Rubio. Finished off the break.
Yeah, Clarkson with a really good job moving the puppies, getting the feet in the right position, and then clawing that ball away.
Harrell with it. And Harrell shoots it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Back to Gasol. Down low. And the layup is good. And that's now 9 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
gets the whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. We love the sneakers these players wear. Now so many different styles. A lot of different signature shoes out there.
I'm not really a sneakerhead myself, Kevin. I didn't really fall down that rabbit hole, but I know some guys in the league, and we've seen photos of their closets at home filled with
hundreds.
Not hundreds. I've seen guys pushing thousands of pairs of shoes. Now that is dedication.
Worth a lot of money.
No doubt about it. And some of the guys, Kevin, don those specialty sneakers in big-time games. And the one guy that comes to mind for me is P.J. Tucker. Lots of play from P.J. Tucker about some of the things that he strapped on last year during the finals.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Back to Gasol. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
Conley with a wide-open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And the spacing that Conley provides from long range really has become crucial to this offense.
Inside. Dotson. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And the Hawks lead by 13. Pass to Harrell. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded by Harris. Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business.